morning, Shane.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Awesome.
Great. Thanks for agreeing to join me on this interview.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Probably good to get a little break from work.
Yes, stressful times.
Yeah, that's why I decided to conduct this interview.
Thank you.
It's informal, but I'm kind of going a different route with it. I'm
Okay.
going to be asking you about what it's like to be an essential worker.
Okay.
Now that that's the new thing during this COVID-19 crisis. So I want to hear a little more about your experience in it since you are one of the essentials.
Well, kind of to start, it's been kind of a day by day.
Mhm.
I mean, it's been very stressful. It's been something new that, nobody has ever seen before. So, me being the general manager of a truck stop, it's been very hard.
Mhm.
It's been very challenging.
I bet.
I have team members that are worried. I have from young to older age. Older team members are worried about being high risk. I have pregnant
Absolutely.
team members that are worried about being high risk. We have a lot of what we call multi-hand touch surfaces where not only our team members touch it, but our guests touch it. So, I mean, it's been a very stressful time, and, it's been,
Mhm.
just a daily challenge to make sure that everyone's safe and everyone's healthy.
Well, that's kind of what I'm going to do today with you, Shane. Learn more about the challenges. The purpose of this interview is going to be to learn more about the major components of what general managers do during this time in our life.
Okay.
It'll take about 10 minutes. Feel free to say pass if you don't feel comfortable with something that I'm asking you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's begin. So what is your job title?
I'm the general manager for TriStar Services, commonly known as Shell.
Okay. Can you describe a day of being a general manager, especially during the lockdown?
Well, day to day is different. Of course, in these challenging times, we have everything going on. We always have to do 30-minute cleanings. We have to wipe down everything. We have to make sure we're serving safe food. We have to make sure, we're sanitizing every 5-10 minutes,
Mhm.
which can be a challenging thing in itself.
I bet it's a lot different now than what it's been for you.
Oh, yes.
So that being said, what kind of techniques are you using to still bring in guests
Well, we have
and customers?
the nationwide company Centos bringing in hand sanitizer stations, not only for the guests but for us as well. We have, so everybody can be a little bit more comfortable. We have what we call a forecourt ambassador, where we have to put on a safety vest and go wipe down our handles of our pumps every 30 minutes to an hour, or when available to do that. So, I mean, it's the business has changed to where, we're not getting anywhere near as much movement and clientele coming into the store. So we have to make the ones that are choosing to come out, essential workers, factory workers, anybody, law enforcement, make them comfortable to come into the store.
Are you guys doing anything special for those people that are still coming in?
Like I said, we have, hand sanitizer stations. We have to make sure our bathrooms are clean. The business isn't moving very well right now, so I mean it's definitely a lot easier to stock, but we have to make sure that the guest sees that our store is clean.
Absolutely. How do you feel about your company considering you to be an essential?
It's
During
one of
this
those
dangerous
it's one of
time.
those things where you see, everybody getting laid off of work, and we have a lot of factories in our area, so it's been a lot of stories, people coming through, say, hey, I'll see you when this is over. It's been very unfortunate. So at the forefront, it was a nerve-wracking experience, but now it's kind of made me think, well, I'm kind of glad to be an essential worker because I still have a paycheck coming in.
So do you agree that you should be going to work every day during this time?
Yes, as long as it's safe. We have, multiple things in place to make not only the guest but the team member feel comfortable to work in a place like that.
So you're happy to still be at work?
Yes.
Why so?
It's a sense of purpose. It has, it has its pros. It has its cons. Pros would be, I'm going to work every day. I'm seeing all these people cooped up in their houses. I'm seeing things unfortunately happening to others, and when I go to work, it kind of is like I'm serving a purpose to do my part in
For the
this.
community. Okay. How have things changed for you? You kind of elaborated a little bit a few minutes ago about it, but since the lockdown, have things changed quite drastically?
Oh yes, we've lost thousands of dollars of business. I mean, it's very unfortunate. Like, we were actually doing very well to start the year, and it took a nosedive. But we are not the only
Yeah.
ones.
What do you feel is the most challenging part of your job during all of this?
Just making sure everybody's safe. I mean, when things like this have happened in the past, it sends a stroke of panic through everyone. So it can be nerve-wracking, when people are on edge. So it makes everybody more prone to do things that they normally wouldn't do.
And this is a little off topic, but what's your favorite part of the job?
Taking care of the people. I mean, I take care of the team takes care of the store. So that's always been my mentality.
Very good, Shane. Now, pandemic set aside, what do you do day to day as a general manager? What are the main components of your job?
Day to day, we have, everything changes. Scheduling, payroll, inventory, orders. I mean, honestly, it can change hour by hour. I mean, I have 15 different team members with 15 different attitudes and 15 different lives. So it's a daily battle to make sure that we can make everything work for that day.
Great. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
If you have any further questions or can think of anything else you want to discuss, feel free to call me. Here's my number.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Take care, Shane.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.